Okay, moving into sweet and sour sauce from session 6. We're going to do, well, it's pretty basic this one again. It's a great sauce. We've got a nice pot again, medium-sized pot. We've got our pineapple juice, some vinegar and sugar. We might pan down Cormac into that veg that's cut there. Have a look. We've got obviously some tomato ketchup, just like your normal tomato sauce from home, ginger and garlic, some pineapple pieces, arrowroot, got some lovely garnished cut carrots, some capsicum and some onions. You can notice that they're all pretty much the same size as well. So again, highlighting having that mise en place ready. In actual fact, cooking is pretty easy. We just get our mise en place ready, and for this it's again a one pot wonder. So we're just going to stir this a little bit. Just going to use my whisk, warming up that solution in there. I'm also just keeping an eye on that vichyssoise that we had going. I'm making sure, again, cluster cooking, I'm being productive for my chef. I've got a couple of things going. Now, if you're in a kitchen environment and you're cooking something, you've been given instructions to do it, if you look at a vichyssoise and you go, oh, something doesn't look right, it looks very different to what I did last time, you wouldn't just let it go, guys. You go and see your chef, you have a chat to them. Chef, please, when you get a second, come check out my vichyssoise. That means if there's a problem with it, you can actually get it fixed before it's too late. Okay, so while this is warming up, I'm just going to use my little microplane here. Got some ginger. I like using the microplane for ginger and garlic. It's nice and fine. You know, sometimes we cut it, we're a bit rushed, and it ends up with chunky bits in there. Not a big fan of that. So I like using this. There's always one in my kit. If I do jobs out in Perth, I have a little mini kit, and I've got one of these in there as well. So as we've talked, we keep building our toolboxes. We might start off with a little tiny one. It doesn't take long over time. And you don't have to buy the top of the wazza expensive tools all the time. Just simple things that you can use smartly. That's the way I do it anyway. Okay, so in goes my garlic and the ginger. Give that a bit of mix. Tomato sauce or tomato ketchup will go in. Just moving that vichyssoise off there a little bit. So in that goes. Now I really like this sauce. I love it with that little bit of colour into it, and that will add a nice little bit of colour for us. I'm also watching the sides of the pot to make sure we don't get black bits in there as well. Okay, so we refer back to our recipe. It's pretty much now, we just need to thicken it. So we've used an arrowroot in a previous dish. Use the arrowroot again. We know that's going to help us, because now it's just alleviated an issue for us with gluten-free. We make that slurry. So the other thing that, you know, I'd be trying to research if I were you guys is kitchen terms. What are the kitchen hacks, the words that chefs using out there? They'll say, go make me a slurry of corn flour, go make me a slurry of arrowroot. So this needs to come to the boil, which is just done now, before we get the arrowroot in. We'll just slowly add that in. So what we're doing here is I don't want to add it all in, I just want to add it slowly so we can get a feel for how thick it needs to be. So when I'm thinking sweet and sour, I'm thinking maybe a little crumb piece of fish or crumb or battered pork. If I dipped it in there, that will hold, that sauce will stick to it and it will hold on there and coat it. It wouldn't just drizzle off. So we've used about 50% of that. Now the trick with what I used to, when I was a young chef and no one was talking to me, I just look at the recipe and I just dump it all in. And I learnt pretty quick that it's not about that, because a recipe, as we know, is a guide. Food, every time you open a bag of flour or use eggs or use veg, it's never going to be exactly the same. So you've got to use your feel. You've got to, you know, we talk about using our senses, and we sometimes think it sounds a little bit very chefy to say using your senses, but we actually do. We've got to get a feel for it. What's it being served with? What are we using it for? So I'm thinking Cormac on this one, that might just need a little bit more. Needs to coat for me. Looks about right. Pretty happy with that. It's going to cook a little bit more. I can potentially, at the end, if I wanted to, add a little bit more arrowroot. It's just come up to the boil now. When it comes to the boil, it's pretty much not going to thicken anymore. So I would know if that wasn't where it needed to be, that I would have to add a bit more in. Okay, so I've added probably 80% of that in now. It's nice. Okay, the rest of the sauce is pretty straightforward, which is going to allow us to look at the vichyssoise in it as well. But we'll just get this one done. Okay, we're going to add the veg. We're going to simmer for a few minutes. Carrots and onions are going to go in for me first. So when they go, they look beautiful, those carrots. Not a big fan of the green capsicum. Personal flavour. Don't like it. Anyway, it's going in. In it goes. Looks lovely though, and we've got those nice colours that we always want to be using to make our food look good. So we're not going to be overcooking this. We know with the sweet and sour, it's just going to be like almost al dente, this veg, by the time we're finished. We'll have a quick taste of that. Ooh, yum. Love the vinegar. It's probably heavy on the vinegar. So what could we do with that? Do we think if we thought it was a little bit heavy, with one element we could add more pineapple, we could add more sugar. If we did the recipe again, we'd actually take a note on here. So if this was an assessment dish, I might put in here, if it said 300 ml of vinegar, I might write try 250. And then we might not do this recipe again if we're at home for another 6 months and there's no way you're going to remember. So you come back to that recipe and you go, you know what, we'll wait. We'll adjust our recipes as we go. So finally, what's going to go in here is our pineapple. Pineapple goes in. We'll give that a few minutes. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to quickly blend my vichyssoise and show you that. Well, actually, before we do that, let's actually show everyone this vichyssoise now. So I'll just switch those over. But yes, classically, it's definitely chilled. We're kind of covering a few bases with the vichyssoise today. We're doing a cream soup, a chilled soup, and what was the third one, Cormac? Can you remember?
Puree.
Puree soup, correct. Okay, so my lovely veg here going in. So for me, that would be beautiful. Some lovely battered fish or pork over top of that. Love it. I think I can smell some rice cooking. Let's go and have a bit of a chow down.